Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Alex with NBC 11 Alive. Team 1-1, of course, born to compete. Again, I'm climbing to the top of the mountain, and I pulled another guru off. Quarterback guru, Tony Ballard, talking about this week's quarterbacks. What's up, man? You just gave me that look.
Oh, man, it's all good. You know I don't like that word guru.
You look like you've been in the gym lately, man.
No, man, I ain't been in no gym, man.
You look like you walked by it at least a couple times.
No, I ain't walked by it. He just keep blessing me.
He just keep blessing me. All right. Quarterbacks this week. Who stood out to you? What did you see?
Let's talk about, we're going to start from the top. We'll talk with Jordan Yates. Obviously, what he did with the Cardinal Gibbons team from Florida. I thought he did a great job.
Yes.
16 of 21, 243.
Can I say, pause you real quick? For those that don't know, Jordan Yates, Junior Baker is a hater of Jordan Yates.
Yeah.
We just got to throw that in every single time.
Every single time.
Yeah, go ahead.
76% completion, 1 touchdown. He did a phenomenal job. Watch this film.
Yeah.
I thought he threw the ball on time. One thing that I did like about him this week versus the last couple of weeks is he threw the ball very well from the pocket.
Oh, good.
So I was very impressed with that. I just think right now that he's playing at a high level right now. Really, really high level.
Let me ask you a question. Does he stay with Georgia Tech? I know he loves Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech seems like a perfect fit almost. But if more colleges come calling, which is possible, the way he's playing, does he stay with Georgia Tech?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Georgia Tech made him their first priority and their only priority.
Okay.
So why go somewhere else? And now you want, and we kind of talked about this briefly about, what's your threshold for playing? So if he gets a big offer from all these other schools, what is it going to take for him to be able to get on the field? Is it you going to practice 1 to play 4, practice 2 to play 3, et cetera, et cetera? I think that he can go to Georgia Tech and practice 1 and play 4.
I'm with you.
So I think if Jordan's listening to this, I feel that he should stick with Georgia Tech no matter who comes calling. I think it's about building a brand, doing your thing, and being able to be that guy. And I think he could be that guy for Georgia Tech without a doubt.
Who you got on the list next?
Ross Malmgren.
My guy, the general.
The general.
I love him, man.
Ross is quietly going by his thing.
Okay.
Paulden's 3-0.
Yes.
Ross is over 800 yards passing. He's got 9 touchdowns.
Yes.
And let me give you a big fact: 0 INTs on the year.
That's what you like to hear.
That means right now he's being efficient with the football. He's making good decisions with the football. Yes. And that's what I love the most about him. I think that now that I've saw 3 game films on him, I think that when he gets ready to go into his regional play, I think now he needs to speed everything up.
Okay.
He needs to get a little faster, faster footwork, faster decision, and faster throwing motion. I think that he is as good as they come. I'm sorry, I don't understand why some of these college coaches are not jumping on that kid. I think that kid could be a face of a college program. At what level, I don't know, but I know he could play college football.
Let me ask you this question. If you could make let's say you're being his hype man right now, you're making a pitch for Ross Malmgren. Why should colleges recruit him?
Number one, I think it's the thing between his ears.
Okay.
I think that he is probably as smart as anybody in his class.
I agree.
That's number one. Number 2 is that if you go watch his film, you'll see that he makes good decisions with it. He is not a basket case. I don't think he gets rattled from not only just from this year, but from last year.
Yes.
And the very most important thing that I do like about him, I think he's a leader.
Yes.
Because you think about this, especially with all the kids transferring, all this kind of stuff. That kid probably was a hot commodity for some schools. I'm
sure.
Because he's a 2-year starter. Now he's in his 3rd year. I think that he could have went to another school and really been on a big screen in terms of playing for a bigger team and playing against tougher competition. But it's unfortunate. I mean, he can't just move himself. But I like the way he's played in the last 3 weeks. I hope it continues. But at the end of the day, I'd say Ross, don't worry about it, because the cream will always rise to the top.
I agree with you 100%. Who you got next?
My boy Harrison Bailey.
Okay, we got to throw him in there.
He got his first win.
Get him back in.
But again, let's be up front. That's a brutal schedule they're in.
He got another one coming up this week, don't he?
They put the boys out of Loganville. But at the same token, what I do like about Harrison is again, if I was 16, 17 years old, I want to play with him. I think he's a bona fide leader. I think his proof of what it is that he does is second to none. I think there is no other quarterback in this class, in this state. It don't matter what class, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. I think that he's by far, he's that guy. He's that dude.
Okay.
I mean, you just go go watch. Numbers never lie. Film don't lie. Just go look what he's doing. And if he had the offensive line that some of these teams got,
he'd be okay.
Okay ain't the word.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think even if he had the defense some of these teams have, because
well, I mean,
they're not stopping nobody.
And you and I both know that. I mean, it's
right
unfortunate they're going through a situation where they're going with kids in eligible.
Stand-up defense.
But at the end of the day, you know, you play him, you play against him. It's going to be a shootout. But at the end of the day, I mean, let's be serious here. He's spreading that ball around. He can throw it. And, man, it ain't a bad thing to have Ramel Keaton on your team.
How does he do this week against Grayson? Him individually.
Him individually, I think he's efficient with the football.
Okay.
I think one thing about that Harrison does every year is he goes out and he improves himself. He challenges that. He's more harder on himself than anybody else, other than his dad. Okay. But at the same token, I just think that he goes back, he watches film, he kind of gets his body in shape. People don't understand this, of how his plan was coming into high school. His plan was, I'm going to get bigger, because I know I'm going to take some hits, because I know I don't have an offensive line. All right, and that's what he got himself bigger for the first 2 years. Then this year, what did he do? He lost 20 pounds. What did he do that for? Because now he's gotten himself bigger, but at the same token, he knows he's that what? He's got to be a little bit more mobile. He's got to get out the pocket, whether it's out the front door or the back door. And I think he showed that not only just against Rome, but against other teams as well. I think that don't be surprised if he takes off running.
Okay. And pick up some yards. Just get the defense something else to look at.
You're like, oh, whoa, he moving?
Yeah,
if you get him off his mark, don't be surprised that he gets on the wheels and he starts running. I'm not saying he's going to outrun anybody. I'm not saying it because Owen Popples is probably as better as anybody in the country going east and west. But at the same token, don't be surprised if Harrison moves, because he knows that, you know, his eternal clock in his head is really small in terms of how much time he has with that protection.
All right, give me one more quarterback. What you got?
One more guy. I'm going to give you Brock Vandagriff.
You like him?
I do.
Okay.
He's starting to wear on me a little bit. You know.
And when I said that you like him, Brock, I like you too. All right. Don't.
No. One thing about it. Now, Brock's a damn good quarterback. Don't get it twisted. I like the fact that he has tremendous footwork. He has a nice compact stroke. He makes very good decisions. Obviously, he's a coach's son. You know, things of that nature. So obviously, his IQ is very, very high. I like what he's doing. I mean, he's well over 800 something yards passing. You know, he's very efficient with the football, and I think his football team's 3-0 too. So
he's playing good ball.
He's
playing good ball.
He's playing very good ball. But I think that when you start to bring him or Max Johnson in the conversation, then you can't really start really seeing what their potential really is until they start getting deep in the playoffs. Because when they start
playing better teams.
I got you. You know, better competition, whatever. So I look forward to seeing what he looks like in 6 or 7 weeks.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that. I'm gonna give you some young boys.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna give you some young boys that I really like. Well, first of all, Aaron Bell is not a young kid. He's a senior, obviously at North Springs, who's doing a tremendous job over there. Very undersized, but very mobile, very athletic. I like him. 2 names I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you Blake Cottle. He's over at Mount Vernon.
Okay.
Know it's a little private school football thing of that nature.
Sell me on this one.
But I can't. I'm gonna sell you on the fact of fundamentals.
Okay.
Making good decisions.
All right.
This football team is undefeated.
That's all you need. Who's the other guy?
Last one is Colt Guthrie over at Hebron.
I know we talked about him another time.
6'3", big arm kid. Had Clinch County on the ropes, who's ranked number 1. I mean, obviously, he couldn't finish it in the last, 2-3, minutes of the game. But I like what he's doing over there, and he's being coached by Jeff Saturday. So Saturday is going to make sure that his IQ of football in terms of that is at a high level. So I'm really excited about those guys. Now we get a lot of guys that will come back this week in terms of obviously the young man over at Centennial. Those guys are back up to play. I tell you one team that right now needs to really figure out what they're going to do, and that's North Gwinnett, because they're struggling big time at quarterback.
Well, I don't know how they can fix it now. And Boone Mitchell's a great coach over there, good offensive mind, but I think right now for them is run the football, play defense. Because they lost another kid too that nobody's talking about, Josh Schuler. He's obviously the number 1 baseball player in the state, one of the top 5 baseball players in the country. Go play baseball, do your thing. But that hurt too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how they can right that ship from a passing standpoint, but we'll see.
Absolutely.
Tell me, how can they find you? Tell everybody how they can find you.
Roswell, Georgia.
Somebody's gonna pull up on you. Go ahead.
I didn't give them the exact address. I just said Roswell. Twitter, T. Ballard, QB coach, Hustling Quarterback Academy on Instagram.
Hey man, one of the best in the business. Again, I got my son with him. So if I got my son with him, you already know what time it is. Hey guys, make sure you check us out Friday nights. Team 1-1 with Jeff Hulliger and the crew, the best high school sports show around. And of course, us, Born to Compete, the #1 segment in the country. Take care, guys. We're out.